Chapter 8, Hidden Underground. A dark underground world leading deeper and deeper. Does the Path of Zarkon truly exist? Well, seems like it does, so I think we are going to go ahead and we're going to proceed that direction. Shouldn't we? Yeah, I thought so. Hey everybody, this is RRPG and welcome to another episode of RRPG Let's Play with Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the PS3. In today's episode, we are starting off Chapter 9, where we are going to be delving deeper into the hidden underground world that leads to the Path of Zarkon. Ooh, Lies of a Thousand Gods. That's a really good charm. Yeah, we are going to be heading down deeper towards the Path of Zarkon from where we're at. So anyway, on with the episode that is already in progress. And hey, I said it that time, didn't I? Okay. Now, after we defeated the Bone Dragon as Ryu, we can go ahead and move down further, but we cannot jump off that ledge, because jumping off that ledge, that will lead us to death. So, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move our way back down, the path that we took to get to where that pathway, that had all those chains that was kind of connected to the ground there. Yeah, we're going to head back down that way, because that ground has been broken that will show us a hidden pathway that leads deeper and deeper to Zarkon. So, yeah, it's been a while since it's been about a couple days since I did another episode of the LP. I've been, like I said, I've been really busy working on the Dissidia 012 review, and it's coming along really nicely. And hopefully I can get it done either before the end of this week or sometime next week. Because when doing review, when you do a review on that type of game, it's there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and when I'm trying to render stuff in Vegas, if I have a lot of clips, then then the program tends to crash. So I'm not sure if it's because of the computer I have. I may need to upgrade to a stronger computer at some point, but I can't do it right now because of me being out of a job, and I'm still trying to look for one. But yeah, I want to get past that hurdle, so where I can where I wouldn't even have that problem when making the videos. Yeah, so you can understand where I'm coming from. Okay, now we finally made it down here, and there's the remains of the Bone Dragon, and I think there is something within this part of the area we're at. Oh, yes there is. There is a golden scarab, so let's go ahead and grab that. And I know a lot of you are probably anxious to play the new Mega Man Legends 3 since Capcom announced the new prototype version that's coming out. That's going to be launching with the 3DS eShop, or supposedly their virtual console when it comes out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to buying that, playing that demo too. But what I'm really peeved off about is Capcom demanding people to buy the prototype version or the demo, or else the full project of Mega Man Legends is going to be dead. I think that's a really bad move on Capcom. It's just, for some odd reason, they just tend to be more prone with business or business decisions that revolve around money. It's like they've all of a sudden want to become a money grubber, especially when they're going to do the whole cash cow with the DLC for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But yeah, I really think holding a game hostage and, forcing people to buy the demo to the game that's supposedly supposed to come out this year, but deciding if it's not going to, if it's going to exist based on based on the number of copies that sell well, I think, I hate to say this, but that was a really dumb move on Capcom's part. I mean, I normally don't say this very often, but no, I'm not gonna say it. I don't swear. So yeah, it was just a lame move. But I do still intend to try the demo nonetheless. But I just think that what they're doing is wrong. Holding the game hostage, and it probably. I could imagine Keiji Inafune is probably pissed off about their decision on what they're doing with the game right now, since it is expected to sell really well when it releases. And oh, we're at a bridge, but yep, someone is going to break the bridge. Yep, we're going down, so we cannot even progress further from that point, but we can get up there based on a new means of a different path, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, Capcom's business decision is just, it's not I don't think it's very ethical on their part, but hey, I guess they're wanting some feedback, you know, just to see if the fans really care if they want this project to succeed. And I know I want it to succeed because, you know, one of the reasons why I got a 3DS was to try out the new Mega Man Legends 3, although I do want a new X game, even if it, you know, comes out as a downloadable title or of some sort, or a reboot, or, you know, of any kind. But yeah, I'm still itching to play the new Mega Man Legends 3. So if you, I mean, if you do have a 3DS and you do want Mega Man Legends 3 to become a reality, then I suggest you pick up the demo. Hopefully it won't cost anything since it's a prototype version, but I would imagine so. But I can't even imagine it being over $1 or $2. But that's just me. And I'm sure a lot of you are, you know, pretty happy about, or pretty excited about Nintendo's successor console, what they're calling the Project Cafe. And I know a lot of you are speculating, you know, that about what the price is going to be, and the system specifications on what Nintendo is claiming, you know, what they're saying to be more powerful than the PS3 and the 360. But we'll have to see. I mean, they said that they're going, you know, trying to aim for the HD market, or try to get their aim back on the hardcore crowd. But you know, if I were to guess what the price would be, I can't eat. I know some people say it may cost like $350 or $400, but I cannot even imagine it being that expensive, because Nintendo is usually conservative with the pricing of their systems, and, you know, trying to make, you know, a really powerful system, kind of like the GameCube. But I can imagine, you know, the system probably running at the same price as the 3DS, because their new system, I would imagine it, you know, since the prices of HD systems, kind of like the PS3 and the 360, since they've dropped since the last few years, I would imagine it would, you know, be well worth in that price range for Nintendo's new next generation console to be at that price. But I will say this much: I'm guessing that the system is probably going to be at least $250 or $300 when it comes out. You know, based on Nintendo's conservative standpoints on how they deal with consoles and all. But yeah, just wanted to relay that little bit of news, and I actually think maybe Nintendo is going to innovate again, and, you know, maybe they'll capture my interest to buy the system. I know some people might be getting out, you know, of this generation of gaming and not going into next gen, but Nintendo may have, you know, caught my interest, you know, just to keep buying their systems and, you know, playing their games. But, you know, when they said that they're trying to aim back for the hardcore audience, I hope they don't resort, you know, making a lot of Madden or you know, first-person shooters, because that really taints the image of what Nintendo's all about. If they want to try to aim back their hardcore crowd, then I would imagine they would be putting a lot more emphasis on getting a lot more of their IPs up on their system, you know, just to make the fans happy. It's kind of like the Super Nintendo, basically. So, yeah, I mean, even though there were a lot of games on there from first party and third party, they were mostly pretty good, and that's how they managed to keep their audience satisfied. So, yeah, I have big faith in Nintendo. Again, you know, I think they really have upped the bar and started to lead the route of innovation. So, yeah, it's definitely worth looking. Okay, now the area that we were at, that was a little puzzle right there, as you were saying. There are two rooms where there are two switches that will lead us further into this room, and all we have to do in order to get access to that place is to another golden scarab, lucky. We have to push those two buttons that are in those two rooms. The next one is going to be a red one that we're going to enter that room, and that is where we are going to be fighting a boss. And remember when I said we are going to be fighting one of the bosses again, but in a second or third time as well? Yeah, this is going to be the second time we're going to be fighting that Hydrocubus. So, yeah, a little recycling your bosses there, Team Ninja. I'm not really happy with what you did. So, and Ayane is giving us another tip, and it's about swimming underwater. And she's telling us, about, when swimming underwater, that we have to be careful with the breath gauge. So, but there is an item that we will get much later that will, make our breath gauge at an infinite amount to where we wouldn't even have to worry about trying to get up out of the water. So, yeah, that'll be much later, probably around chapter 13, once as we get to the to Zarkon's moat or whatever. So, okay, let's go ahead and finish this guy. These ogre archers, yeah, they're a really big pain when they're, using long range attacks like that. So, but we managed to, put them in their place. So, okay, we finally got that other door open. So, or the the puzzle cleared. So yeah, we can go ahead and open that door. That will lead us to, fight against the Hydrocubus. But first of all, there is another golden scarab down there. So let's go ahead and get it. And the swimming mechanics, they're not always the best in this game. Wish that was something that they could have fixed for Ninja Gaiden Sigma, but hey, that's Team Ninja for you, I suppose. Grab it. Okay, finally, we got the golden scarab. So let's go ahead and make our way back up here, so that way we can get some breath, because our breath gauge is running out. And there should be another treasure chest right over there. Let's see if we can get in. Let's see what that gives us. That gives us a great elixir of the devil way. So, or it gives us elixir of the devil way. So, okay, now let's go ahead and open this door. And yes, this is where we are going to be fighting that boss once again. And, it just shows up out of nowhere, being bathed in light. And yes, it is the Hydrocubus. Basically, when you're fighting against this boss, it's literally the same type of battle. So all you have to do is use the flying swallow to chop off its arms. And when you chop off the last arm, be sure you absorb it during your gathering energy for the ultimate technique, so that way you can get up to ultimate technique that quickly, and then you should be able to finish it after like 2 or 3 ultimate techniques on it. So, yeah, basically the same battle, nothing new. But yeah, it's one of the things I don't like about games that recycle bosses a whole lot, because that kind of ruins the creativity, I suppose. I mean, they did get rid of that problem in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, especially when you fight against, well, Ninja Gaiden 2 also, but I think Ninja Gaiden 2 added a bit more variety to the bosses because of the extra ones that, that you can fight as when you're, playing as the female character, so, yeah. And there it goes. I think it's going to start hitting acid as. Oh, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, this boss is actually a lot more durable than the last one, than the last version of a Hydrocubus that we fought against. Because, I'm trying to use the ultimate technique on it, but it seems to endure it a bit more, so. Okay, we just only have to do that one more time, and then we should be able to defeat it, and that will lead us in, that will give us access to getting back up onto the one part that we were supposed to cross when the before the bridge fell. So, okay, Hydrocubus is finally destroyed. And we will get an item after defeating this boss, and, outside of those doors, that is the path that we will be taken to reach back up to that one spot that we need to do, go towards that door. And for our troubles, we got ourselves a Lives of the Thousand Gods. So let's go ahead and end things off right here for this episode. And so next time on Double RPG, let's play with Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the PS3. We are going to be delving further into the hidden underground path and then make our way back up to the Dwarku monasteries to where we can finally fight against Alma. And if you haven't done so already, be sure you follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I know I need to plug that more often. And let me know what you guys think of the LP so far. I mean, just be sure you leave a comment down below, and be sure you check me out on Facebook and Twitter in the description below. But yeah, you should see what I'm up to, and I can hear your opinions about this LP. But anyway, take care of yourselves, gamers, and I'll see you on the next episode. See you guys then.